All right, welcome back. Now we're going to now move on to more important concept here when it comes to text processing and NLP as a whole. All right, so we've previously got an understanding of text pre-processing and some crucial concepts that we need when it comes to text pre-processing. Okay, now what we're going to do moving forward is to see how we can do more advanced things when it comes to text processing and natural language processing as a whole. All right, so we're going to start with what is referred to as sequential data. Okay, so in text processing, the most important thing is to be able to do sequential modeling. Okay, to be able to do sequential modeling, we will know what we're going to understand what sequential modeling is. Right, first we're going to understand what sequential data is, and then we will get to understand the problems that are already existing and some of the state-of-the-art algorithms that have been developed with regards to sequential modeling. Okay, moving on throughout your journey, that's what you're going to do in natural language processing. Right, try to incorporate sequential data and then make some build some robust applications using natural language processing. Okay, so that's what you're gonna do moving on. So let's first understand what sequential data is. All right, now when we're talking about sequential data, we're talking about data points that have some sort of sequence in it. Okay, we're talking of data points that have some sort of sequence in it. Okay, it has some sort of sequence. Okay, some sort of sequence in it. Okay, so for example, the current data, right, the current data that you're considering might be as a result of past 2 years data. Okay, so maybe you might be considering, say, some time series data, which depends on some 2 or 3 years data to make decisions in the future. So in such case, you are dealing with sequential data. Okay, the data are not independent of their own, they depend on other data points. Okay, so when the points in the data set are dependent on other points, right, in the data set, the data is termed as sequential. Okay, the data is termed as sequential. So you can think of, for example, as speech. Okay, as speech. So if someone is saying something, right, what they said before the last word is important to understand what they mean by the last word. Okay, so maybe if you say the word, maybe the last word of a certain statement is something like, say, dance. Okay, something like dance. Now, what actually, for you to understand what the person mean by dance, you need to understand what the person said before the word dance. Okay, so maybe the person said something like, maybe I can dance. Okay, I can dance. Or maybe the person said maybe the person was asking who can dance. All right, so in order for you to really understand the entire sentence, you need to know what came before that. Okay, what came before that. Sometimes you even want to know what will come after the word in order to really fully understand the word. Okay, so if you pick something like if you pick in the gerund form of dance, okay, and then you make it say dancing, right? Maybe you want to know what comes after that, okay, or maybe what comes before that. Okay, so if I write, say, I am dancing. Okay, I am dancing, meaning that this one is a verb. Okay, this becomes a verb, right? Present continuous form of a verb. But if someone say that dancing is my hobby, right? Dancing is my hobby. In that case, this becomes a noun. Okay, so in order for you to really understand what is going on, you need to go back in time to know what the person has said. Okay, so that becomes sequential data. That's just a speech. Okay, and it also happens in text, in music, right, in DNA sequences. Okay, especially in the medical field, right, it's actually important over there, right? Stock prices, right? In order to predict the stock prices, or in order to take an action, you need to know what actions has been taken, right? Whether there has been new IPOs, right? New IPOs, that is new companies being listed, right? Or maybe there has been some breaking news in the company, okay, which will affect the stock prices. You need to know what comes after that. Okay, so in stock trading, for instance, they have something we call pre-market. Okay, we have something we call pre-market. Right, in pre-market, you need to prepare for the main market, meaning that you need to see whatever is surrounding the stocks, the various stocks, and then you focus on certain stocks that you're going to buy that day or you're going to sell that day. So you need to understand these kind of things, all right, this kind of data. Okay, so that is sequential data for you. All right.